Welcome everybody. As we get into this game, we have a very cool, once again interesting situation for very similar reasons to one of the previous games, the revival game. We have area.WannaBe, a well-known Terran player representing Area 51. He is the green Terran on the bottom left. He'll be playing against miniX. He's a teamless Protoss. I asked him before this, the teamless Protoss, as Tesla's AFK, so I asked him to wait a minute and just talk to them for a couple seconds, see what was going on with them. But miniX is a teamless toss. I probably should have looked at his league and all that. But he's got to be strong. He's in the last round before grid in Zotac Cup, because it is the 47th Zotac Cup, and that's kind of a pretty good achievement. I mean, they're already in triple digits for the EU ones. The NA one has been growing in popularity, and it's been a lot of fun to be associated with. And let's just see what Mini will be doing. As WannaBe is a scary player to go up against. He is Korean. He's I think he was 1 or 2 rounds for qualifying for Code A at the beginning of StarCraft 2. He's been stuck around at the top of the scene for a long time. GM, multiple seasons. He's actually an ex-TQ. He was known as TQ WannaBe before he was Area WannaBe. And I'm trying to think. He 2-0'd in control easily. Made it look so easy in a clan war that TQ had against EG. And so we know that his TVP can be quite harrowing. I've seen him do a lot of stuff with things like Hellions. I've literally seen him go for a reactor Hellion expansion, get in and kill dozens of pros from a Protoss. He's done odd things like Hellion drops. That was more before the Blue Flame nerf that he did that. He actually did that against In Control, now that I come to think about it. But he's very versatile. He knows how to use Terran's versatility to his advantage. So who knows what he's going to be doing? He can play perfect standard or pull weird things out of the hat. And as of right now, it looks like he's just playing standardly. We have no gases going down quite yet, so we'll probably have a just 1 Rax gasless expansion. However, I have seen him go for a 7 Rax all-in. But with this SCV moving down here, it looks like it will be a command center. Yep, there's that command center. Looks like this guy made a scout. So unfortunately, we're not going to see that, but I mean, oh, there was one game. There was one of the most incredibly impressive games I've ever seen. It was WannaBe versus... Oh, it was some Protoss that started with an E. Echo. It was WannaBe versus Echo, I think, on Shattered Temple. WannaBe went for that 7 Racks, and Echo defended with some of the best micro I've seen in my entire life to this day. And look at WannaBe just being annoying. This is a great thing to do to just screw over your Protoss opponent, to build his eBay, and then just waste time. But with Mini going for that Zealot first, it's not too much of a worry, because as you can see, it's not going to be delayed. This eBay really only comes into a problem if Protoss doesn't scout it early on, or if Protoss is trying to do something along the lines of a Huck 20-gate expansion without getting the Zealot first. Because that's why some Protosses, including myself, will actually start building the Zealot, check the natural, and cancel the Zealot if there's no eBay, and then just move on from there and get down your Stalker first after your Nexus. It's a great way to get your fast Nexus around 20 food. But now we're just seeing Mini going for the standard 30 foodish. It's kind of looking like an MC 1-gate expand. It's got that time. We'll see if he throws down a quick Robo, because I do believe that's what's required of the MC expand, because he's sitting down with his probe. And with this, I'm kind of expecting a Robo. He's getting up money. Robo? Huh. Very not gateway. 3-gate Robo, 2-gate Robo. That's usually what you do is 3-gate Robo, so we have 3 gates. Robo should probably be next, I'm assuming. Huh, gas, that works too. But 3-gate pressure should be really good, because now we're going to see him pushing forward. He might be able to snipe off an SCV or 2. There is one SCV not getting targeted down. There we see one more shot. Oh, he just... That is frustrating. But look at that. Nice little move around to get the healthy Stalker up in the front. Nice job there, but he missed an opportunity to take down 2 SCVs, I believe. He had targeted down quicker, they would have been dead. That's just me being critical, because I've been trying to play more lately, and I've been super critical of myself. I'm playing on KR, actually, and that's an interesting experience to play on Korean server. Especially because I have the Taiwanese client, and it's odd. But I'm pretty much just wasting time as I look around, looking for the strategies that the players are going for. But Juan has gone for the factory before these added couple of racks. We're going to have him going for super quick medevacs. Really, this is a tech lab. Tanks? He could be going for tanks, maybe Blue Flame Hellions. He does enjoy Hellions. Now we're watching as these stalkers are pushing forward, but this is a really annoying spot for this bunker because you can't actually attack anything from down here. What this means is that the second units come over here to attack, they're going to be in vision of the bunker and they can get hit really, really hard. And it's perfect placement, I would actually say. We have tanks, siege mode. Kind of expecting siege mode next. It only needs a little bit more for it. We have a medevac, reactors, tech lab on the starport. I'm kind of curious. This is a very... I've never seen WannaBe do a build like this, and I'm curious as to how it's going to work out. Mini has his robo on the field now as he got an observer out. Looks like no observer yet, but he does control the watchtower, so you can easily see if WannaBe will be pushing out. And with WannaBe getting out his bunker wall in the front, Zealots are going to have a very hard time truly being effective. But Starport is now on the tech labs. We're probably going to see a Raven from him, and there is it going down. We have the... Ooh, I know what he's doing. He's going to build a Raven, and then swap here, and probably go back to building tanks, and getting siege mode once these two swap. I think that's what he's going to be doing. He's doing a really good job of just microwing his buildings, to be honest, floating them around, and being just crazy and versatile, and really using those tiny surprise timings that Terran can do. On the other side, Mini is actually going for his Robo base, so he'll be coming out with Colossus, and he's just playing standard get out Colossi PvT. He's not going for any upgrades or anything else. It's just purely standard, I want my beefy units. Which is fine. He hasn't scouted any of the crazy add-on dancing. He's just now seeing WannaBe switching the tech lab with the factory. And yeah, there it is. We see the siege tank coming out and the siege mode. We see the reactor and the double medevacs. Really interesting. And WannaBe sees that the observer's over here. He's going to follow it with his Raven, but the Marines are not going to be in range in time to actually take it out. We see how it's queued over, and ooh, WannaBe's got Marines. Go. What are you doing? Go left. Go left. Or is he try and move over here to pick it off, or here? I don't know. He's got options, that's for sure. But three stalkers are going to push around. Looks like they want to actually pick off the Marines that will be trying to pick off the observer. Or is sitting out here to be a good scout. Not quite sure. But there we've got the Exemptum Lance on the wave. Colossus is third of the way done. No upgrades over there. I don't see any forges out either. We see a gateway being added by Mini. He's pretty much consolidated enough. Ooh, he's trying to be a... Did he just pick off the tank? No, he didn't pick off the tank. He just took a little bit of damage. He's playing pretty normally. There's nothing really crazy that he's doing. WannaBe's the one that's doing the fun things to look at. Let's just see what your votes are and who you think is going to be winning. And it seems that WannaBe seems to be the overwhelming favorite, 80% to 20%. So there is a nice... WannaBe's got a couple new fans, I would think, judging from there. Unless it's just like XTQ guys that are watching. In which case, hi guys, you're awesome. I waved, but I keep forgetting the camera's no longer on me in the beginning. But let's go ahead and, alright, we see attacks happening with the drop down there, and WannaBe's going to go ahead and just retreat, not really taking any damage. He doesn't lose a single Marine, while on the flip side, WannaBe's actually killed a bunch of workers. That's pretty good. Yeah. So this can be fine. We see supply block for Mini. And with the blink coming down, he'll do a little bit better fending off the drops, but as you can see, WannaBe's going to go ahead and go right back to dropping. He's one of the best with multi-pronged aggression that I've ever seen. He's been doing it for so long. He actually used to do a lot of... his TVT used to be so heavy with Hellions that he would hit a ton of different spots, and he would just wreck worker line after worker line. Now WannaBe's actually getting caught out of position. These medevacs are looking a little worse for wear, but the siege tanks are going to siege up. Marauders are in play, and they're going to continue to grow. This is such an anti-armor army that this really can't engage it safely. The Colossus will get outranged by the tanks, but WannaBe is leading into a very, very aggressive style. Plus his third is down. The third's actually be much faster than the third of Mini, but will be orbital or command center. And did Mini see that went up? Mini does not know about the third. That's a pretty big deal. But whoa, look at the drop. We see the Nexus is actually going to be falling down, and that is a nice pick-off for WannaBe. We are going to see that the medevacs, ooh, abandoned your drop. Okay, nice. There we go. Look at the diversion that he was causing there. But oh, those stalkers could blink down. Stalkers could easily blink down here and then move in and just start picking off those medevacs. So that's good for WannaBe that did not happen. All right. All right. So now. Tanks are in play. They're kind of sitting around. They have no upgrades. WannaBe, as far as upgrades go, is getting his +1 armor. His +1 attack is already done. He's going to get out his second eBay and the armory. So he'll be able to get his 2-2 for his bio right off the bat. No real delay there. His army's going to allow for the upgrading of either his possible Vikings or just straight tanks. He may be using tanks to deal with the Colossi, which would be a very interesting way to go about it, but he is getting Vikings of his own now. I just didn't see that in the impression tab, because I rarely use it, but we do see Vikings are actually on the field. I kind of just usually go with my, because the mule is going across the screen. Okay, so Mini is running around, and with his next couple gases coming up, he's going to be able to tech out quite a lot. But do we have Templar Archives? We have Double Forge. Talk about a late Double Forge. WannaBe's upgrades are very far ahead. Looks like we may see a big drop from him. He's got 3 medevacs all loaded up. He could literally go for 1 for each base and 1 for each mineral line. If we could time that correctly, that would be so skillful. But look at the food counts. WannaBe is just wrecking in the macro. Look at how much has been lost and how much has been killed. It is clearly in WannaBe's favor. No question about that. Looks like one Marauder wants to actually tag along for the ride. Oh, it's sad because there's the Marine that took his spot. Unfortunate for him. Here we'll have the 4th base coming down for Mini shortly, and once that gets up, then well, really, if that gets up, once it gets up, then WannaBe will have to worry about some macro issues, but it's not going to be going up. Not with 3 Marauders and a Marine coming in. He's going to be able to see it with this movement pattern, and then just happily drop in there. We're going to have the 2 medevacs going to the main base, 2 Stalkers is not nearly enough to deal with the inflow of Marauders and Marines are coming in, but there we see a Warp in. Why don't we just go ahead and just drop anyway, and with this DPS, there's no way these guys are going to do anything but die or just escape and run away. So with these guys pressing in, look at the upgrades, they are 1-1. We see them pushing in. The Stalkers are going to completely blink forward and shut down this drop. Good job there. We see everything is coming back, but take a look at what happened in the top. No Nexus over here. We have everything getting picked off. Goodbye to that single probe. Marauder will be able to take that out. And now we're going to have these guys pressing in to snipe the Nexus or go for probes. There we see actually cancellation because the pylon got killed. That's a big deal. And now we have the probes engaging. Probes are good against Marauders, but you do not want to use them when you're so far behind in the economy. Look at the wreckage that's happening. WannaBe is just doing work right now. His Stalker's looking forward. WannaBe's aggression is doing so much damage. Mini is looking to be quite in a bad spot. 4th base is done for WannaBe as well. He can get another orbital or another base, whatever he wants. And there's even a siege tank on the high ground. This is not as obnoxious for Protoss to deal with as it is for Zerg to deal with, but we have an Immortal that is seriously gung-ho. Look at that. It's his own hotkey and everything, and it's going to die first. That's not what you want. Now we see these guys pushing forward. We have all the Colossi coming in. We have a lot of Vikings. I hear a PDD. There's the PDD right over there. Mules are coming down. WannaBe knows he's got this game won. Colossi are, oh, they are just dead. And this is looking like we have just watched WannaBe just crush. And so now we're having the GG get called, and that is it for that game. WannaBe crushes. Good job for the voters. You did successfully pick the right winner. Hearts. If you guys ever want the replays or the voting, it's zanderfever.tv for both. Replays of the tournament will be coming up afterwards. I hope you guys enjoy, because that was actually a very interesting TVP.
Replays.